Hello and welcome to the Ski Falls Strategy Guide. I'm KingBlackToof and I stream on Twitch pretty much every day. If you want to pop by, say hello, I'd love to see you. So the starting position for Ski Falls is slightly helpful. If you're on the front row, it means that you're not going to bump into other players on the first run, which is nice. The randomness is low, not much changes, and the technicality is also low. It's just jumping and diving really. Now moving on to the strategy section, let's talk about the point system to begin with. Each hoop is worth a different amount of points depending on its colour, with the exception of the gold at the end. Bronzes are worth 1 point, silvers are worth 2. Any golds found in the large circular rings are worth 3, and the end zone gold is worth 5 points. Now specifically because of this, the best strategy is the side strategy. The best strategy by far is to run down the side of the map, ignoring the two large rings with hoops in them, and jump into the end zone gold, scoring 5 points. Do this 3 times and you've qualified. This is by far the best strategy, and until Mediatronic changes something, this will remain the best strategy, so it's what we'll be concentrating on in this strategy guide. So we're going to move on to the tips and tricks now, because the strategy is pretty straightforward, but there's a lot of nuance that I'd like to convey to you. First of all, momentum. As you run down the ramp, you'll be gaining a lot of momentum. You don't have to jump over the gap where the large giant hoops are, you can just run straight down that. This will enable you to have enough momentum to make an easy jump to the golden ring at the end. You want to try to avoid knocking into other players or any obstacles, obviously, because it will knock you down and slow down your momentum. So the second tip is when to move to the middle of the slide. While you can stay on the outside of the slide and jump for the golden ring, I find the ringus dingus obstacles to be a pretty good obstacle when you're trying to jump from the outside. They hit me like 50% of the time. So moving into the middle gives you a lot more safety against that final ringus dingus obstacle. Instead, you should be trying to move towards the middle of the slide during the second large ring drop that you do. When you drop during that gap of the second large ring, you want to be moving into the center, and then you want to jump over the springboard and then jump into the golden hoop. So I'm going to show you a clip where I do basically everything you need to do, and you just have to repeat it 3 times. The biggest thing I will say is that moving into the middle on the second large ring drop is probably one of the biggest things this strategy guide should teach you. It's a lot safer to do so, it's a lot more efficient and optimal, and it just guarantees you getting that golden hoop a lot more often. So if you can, try and move to the middle during that drop and jump over the springboard. From here on out, we basically just need to improvise. We've got the strategy, we've got the route, we just now need to improvise when things go wrong. So if you cannot get to the middle, or maybe you get bashed over by other players, you want to try and correct yourself the best you can. And I'm going to give you some tips to basically do this. So the third tip that I've got for you is landing on the arrows. So if you lose momentum at the end, that really hurts because you can't really quite make it to the golden hoop. If the rotating arrows around the golden hoop are roughly in the southern position, you can jump onto them, land, fall over, stand up, and jump safely into the golden ring like so. This is really useful if you just, had a bad run at the very end, got knocked over, and you can try and salvage it in some way. So tip number 4 is that you can't get to the middle. If players are getting in your way and you can't zone towards the middle on that second large hoop drop, then you can jump on the outside and change your angle to face the middle, and you'll change your angle dramatically. It's much better than just trying to run and you're slipping and you do a massive arc circle to get to the middle, which isn't very good. You can use this to correct yourself to get back to the middle, because it is still safer to go to the middle. Have a watch of this clip to see what I mean. On this level, you want to go to the side, like this. Now this is the first time it's been massively crowded, so let's see how it goes. I always try and head towards the middle here, so we can jump over the springboard, jump over that. If you don't manage to go to the middle, I'll try and demonstrate it here. Like if something's blocking you and you don't go to the middle, what you want to do is go here, then jump, and then, because jumping can really change your trajectory. I'll show you what you don't do is this. You don't run here and then try and move it like that. Right? Because that was awkward. A bit dodgy, right? Jumping will help you instantly set your directional position straight to the middle. So tip number 5 is the backup fans. If you have no momentum, let's say you fell over and you're on the outside, you might as well use the fans to blow you towards the middle. It is possible to get the golden hoop with the fans. It's generally not worth the risk, but at this point, it's all about improvisation, so you can use them. The ringus dingus are still a threat when you use the fans though. But, better than nothing. You might as well use the fans and give it a good go. Tip number 6 is picking up the extra points. So if you only need 2 or 3 points, it's probably better to just go down the middle and get like a silver or a bronze to pick up those extra points. So that is it for the tips and tricks section. Now one thing I want to mention, because I will get questions on this a lot, is the central golden hoop. So the hoop within the center of the large rings, can you get it? Yes you can. You need to use the springboard to get it. You jump through a hoop, hit the springboard, and then you'll bounce back through it. Now the height of the springboard is very inconsistent. It's about the speed you hit the springboard will increase the speed at which you're flung back. So you need to make sure you hit it real hard or from a really nice height in order to get a nice height back. It is inconsistent, as I said, and it's only worth 3 points, the central golden hoop, because it's on the wall. So it's really not worth it. I just wanted to mention it because people want to know how they can get it, and that's how you get it. So that is it for the Ski Falls strategy guide. Thank you very much for watching. I hope it helped for anyone who's not doing this strategy. I started with an easy strategy guide to get back into the swing of things. But in the meantime, enjoy the clips to come where I show you the optimal routing and how consistent it is. And I'll see you again very soon. Bye. And do some predictions for like 30 minutes. Well, that might be fun. Well, I say 30 minutes. I'm not going to hard set that time, but I think you'll enjoy it. We're at the front. Let's go. Ah. That's got to be a world record because I only actually went through twice. How did I get 15 points? Question mark. I literally only went through twice. It says 10 out of 15. Oh, that's not me, that's why. Okay, never mind. Here we go. The Venga bus is coming. That guy gonna miss his opening? Oh, you big fucking nerd. Let's try and stand on this and get in there. Nice. I salvaged it. That messenger is a big fat nerd. Oh, I'm a nerd. I am the one who is nerd. Ah! I'm the big fat nerd. I need 3 points, so silver and a bronze. Quick maths. Do you have water there to drink? Yes. When I streamed it, Twitch chat gave me help when I needed it, but they were very good at making sure that it was me who discovered things. So, like, they wouldn't just tell me, "I'll go here, do this." It was more like, "So what do you know about this? Okay, and what are your thoughts on this? And any sort of ideas forming, you know?" Wow, what did that guy do? So, yeah. If you need any help, because you probably will get stuck. And I think someone like me is probably better than a guide that, you know. And the last 20 seconds are the only 20 seconds that matter. And there's not a whole lot you can do. If you don't have the most tiles, you lose. Double respawn. So that was weird. I got a double respawn there, even though I never respawned on anybody, so don't know why I got double respawn on that one. On this level, you want to go to the side, like this. Now this is the first time it's been massively crowded, so let's see how it goes. I always try and head towards the middle here, so we can jump over the springboard, jump over that. If you don't manage to go to the middle, I'll try and demonstrate it here. Like, if you, like, something's blocking you and you don't go to the middle, what you want to do is go here, then jump, and then, because jumping can really change your trajectory. I'll show you what you don't do, is this. You don't run here and then try and move it like that. Ugh. Right? Because that was awkward. A bit dodgy, right? Jumping will help you, like, instantly set your directional position straight to the middle. And the reason you want to go for the middle is because those ringus dingus are pretty on point when you're not in the middle. Like, they hit you like 50% of the time, I think. What this person did, was land on the arrows, which is a really cool strat if you haven't got momentum. The arrow's like in the south position. Just land on it, you'll roll, you'll stand up, and you can jump in, which is really nice. How about using the fans? Not really worth it, no. They can still get you into the ringus dingus. I think it's just better to just zone in on the middle. I mean, if you get knocked over, definitely try and go for the fans. If you're really far out, you might as well try. But it is a doable thing. I've done it. Unless something goes wrong, you want to kind of go for the middle. It's safer. Draw in there on that first pick. Pengus, as always. Channel points to me channel. I think to get channel points you have to have a certain amount of viewers or be a partner or something. I think. Nice. That was tricky. There's a weird like glaze that goes over the screen. Did you notice that? It's a bit weird. Yeah, look, that weird glaze. Very strange. But my settings haven't reverted to like depth of field and stuff. Oh, nice. Okay, let's go for this one. Oh. If I just wait, I can get the silver, I think.